So Jim Jones is saying that, you know, he got more shot, more Billboard entries than Nas, which, I doubt that. Nah, I don't even think he ever went platinum. He might have had a platinum song or a gold song, but I don't think he ever had a platinum or gold album. Um, remember he had that line in Summer in Miami. He said, I remember I told Nas I'll slap off his kufi. And that was, I don't play disrespect, but that's the day that we met. Like I said before, like, he can say, well, my son can't name one Nas song, but he can, like, that's your son. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I don't really get it. I remember Nas did dislike Cameron and Dipset. And Cam was like, I ain't even do nothing to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, I get this. And like I said, I mean, comparing Jim Jones to Nas is hilarious. I mean, comparing him to Styles P is hilarious. Like, Jim Jones not a bad rapper, you know. And in his mind, he's still staying relevant, and people know him because they say he the oldest YN. But aside from that, you know, people say, well, his music he's getting better and better. I'm not listening to a rapper that old. I'm sorry, dog. I love Jadakiss, Fabulous, Ghostface Killer, LL, Ice-T. I love all the rappers. Pusha T, his brother Malice. I grew up huge Clip fan. That's like my second favorite duo of all time behind Outkast. But I just can't listen to no old ass rappers. And I understand I'm part of the problem. I definitely agree. But I just can't listen. I can't listen to it, dog. And I might think that might go for singers too. Like, I really can't listen to old ass singers, man. You have the anomaly like Daytona, and then Charlie Wilson had my last name Charlie Will, that. But outside of that, like, no, I'm good, bro. I don't want to hear your new shit. I'm sorry, dog. I just don't want to hear it. 9.5 times out of 10 is trash. So I don't really like the new rappers neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this guy dropping. I'm going to listen to his or her album. I don't like, it's trash. No, you hear a song, mostly it's the beat that's catchy. But if I listen to anything of relevance, it's probably like white music, like pop music. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know Afro beats, but I hear it, here and there. Like, I'm listening more like, but nonetheless, um, I mean, this is an argument that if I'm Nas, I don't even fire back at for what Nas has one of the most purest commercial hip hop albums of all time. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't say purest rap album of all time. Well, yeah, my nigga Shaheem Raheem Abdul Rahim Rafiki, he dropped the most powerful African diaspora album. My brother, niggas started naming niggas in their neighborhood. Yeah, my boy Musty Marv. He had to, like, I'm just on that level, like Illmatic, is gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like diamond is untouchable in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So like it's very, the samples, the beats, the production, the flows. You know what I'm saying? So like, he's royalty just off that. If he did nothing else, just off that album, he's royalty. You know what I'm saying? And Jim Jones is like, he's like the jester. Juggling on one wheel bike, and the jesters didn't have long lifespan. Get sent to the upper room real quick as a jester. What they span of being a jester was like 2 to 4 years. Or you didn't want to be a jester. Shit, the king get tired of seeing you juggling and telling, and one funny joke, you going to that upper room. You know what I'm saying? But he like the jester, dog. Like, I mean, he's the guy that don't really want to grow old, don't want to get old, want to stay young, and that's cool. Remember Ray Lewis used to was working out with the Suns a few years ago. He said they keep me young. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but at some point you gotta make that maturation process. He still wanna dress young and be like, so be it, dog. I mean, you only live once, but as far as, like, if I had a 250 rappers, like, he wouldn't make my top 250. You know, maybe in New York he can make the top 100, but when you start talking about all the rappers you think about, you know what I'm saying? From guys that people don't think about, from um, Dies Effect, and you start thinking about brothers from Goody Mob, and just rappers you really tend to forget. People forget how dope Ice-T was. This one you start just thinking about on a very surface level, cannabis. You know what I'm saying, or on a very deep level, guys that you would tend to forget. I don't really put him on them type of level, bruh. Like Jim Jones kind of was like a gimmicky type foreign boy. Like his most popular song, well, his most popular song might be "We Fly High," but really, what was so memorable about "We Fly High," especially, I mean, the remix, was Young Dro. That was the most memorable thing. Like Summer in Miami, that was dope. That's my favorite song he ever made. I like Certified Gangster, but when you hear the Diplomat Immunity albums, like, he wasn't Jewels, he wasn't Cam. Like, so to be sitting here, saying about, you could be more relevant than Nas because you dress like a young guy. You still make music for young guys. You still living like you back in 02, 03, 01, 2000. That's fine. But to be relevant in one of the worst eras for hip hop in general, I mean, that's just like saying I'm the tallest midget. So we had them having this argument as a joke. Like, you don't stand next to Jadakiss. Like, Jadakiss could make an argument. Yeah, I can stand next to Nas. I mean, he can't. No disrespect, even though my favorite list, because you get into who the best. My favorite list, Pac, Big can be tied at the top of it. I maybe give Pac and S. He had more music. Third is Nas for me. Fourth is Jay for me. Fifth is Jadakiss and like Ghostface Killer. They right there with each other. If I gave somebody a bump, it's tough because I love Jadakiss. Jadakiss got my favorite rap song of all time. We Gonna Make It. That's my favorite rap song of all time. He one of my favorite rappers, but Ghostface Killer got a couple of my favorite albums of all time. Iron Man, Supreme Clientele. They right there with me. They right there for a tie for me, bro. Like Big and Pac. Well, I can get Pac the edge just because he had more music and I felt Pac more. But to me, Nas is above Kiss just because what he's done. On an album level, you know what I'm saying? But lyrically, Nas can stand with you. Never compromising really his penmanship. You know, they tried to do it with Nostradamus. But he was what it was. But still Nas. But like I said, Jim Jones should go like battle with the brother from Digital Underground, not Shock G, Money B. That's who you strike up a beef with Money B, not Styles P, not Nas. You go spark up a conversation with Money B. Yeah, you go battle that dude. You know what I'm saying? You go dig up Brunswick Bill and you debate who is a better Brunswick Bill or you. No disrespect. You go down there and get Fox from Webby and them. You battle him. Them the guys you battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can stand next to Plies. Honestly, I wholeheartedly mean that. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand next to Lil Kim. You can't stand next to Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? You go battle Trippie Redd or something. Go get the YNs. Go get, Playboy Cardi with his lollipop and the painted fingernails, and that's your lane. You know what I'm saying? You battle them type of people. You know what I'm saying? You battle the fat dude from Wishbone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's who you go get, bro. You go get them outcasts from Leaders in the New School. Not Buster, because Buster bust your ass. His cronies. You go battle them. So that's what you do. But hey, check out the music entertainment playlist. Hit the link in the description. You can follow me everywhere from X, Instagram, the Patreon, Free Game 89 channel, my Detroit channel. Hit the link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Like, go battle my nigga Bazaar, man. You ain't gonna bend that one either. Peace.